This version of Addington News brought to you out of the control room, just behind us, the big screen. If you wonder how things work there, Darren, this is the central hub, I suppose. It tells us about when our next race meeting's up, so there's slides and all sorts of things that appear on the big screen on race night.
Yeah, all the ads that appear between the races, and then flipping backwards and forwards to trackside. You will have seen anyone that's been on course, all of the trainer Sundays and the trainers that are sponsoring those. There's been ads up there for all those guys, plus all our safety messages and everything else that happens. So someone sits in here and pushes the buttons and does all.
Lucky it's not one of us.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Probably a good idea. Hey, last Saturday was a good day. It was Easter Saturday, obviously, and we had the 5 Racing Reward Showcase races, which went to a wide variety of people. Bella Button continued on her winning way. Miss Alyssa won another race at Addington. Andrew Fawkes, fantastic to see that. And of course the pacing events as well. So they were well sought after. And I know later we're going to have a look at the Coca-Cola Superstars winner Anything Goes. First drive in a group race for Devon Van Til, her partner Steve Dolan, the trainer. And I thought that was absolutely the highlight of the day.
Big week for Devon, of course, changing also to the Purdon barn as a worker there last week, so that's a big thing, and congratulations to them with winning a Group 2 with a very smart horse, Anything Goes. A lot of the other races, the money shared around a wee bit, which is great. It gathered all those horses together, gave us full fields. It's definitely had an effect on this week's racing because some of those horses have disappeared along with the grass track racing that we've got for the next couple of weeks, so it's put a wee bit of pressure on this week's meeting with only 7 races. Still pretty good stakes, and we race again next Thursday.
And the stakes are very good again.
So if you're hunting some stake money, that's what you should be looking for. The program's already up on the site, so have a look at that. But no, look, it was really good racing, an enjoyable day, good crowd here, and we did some Easter eggs for members, and I know we sold plenty of Wagyu beef cheek pies in Spectators.
Aren't they proving popular?
So that special's on screen now, I think, and they go all right.
Yeah, they do.
They go good.
I must admit I've had a crack at one of them. Anyway, don't tell anyone at home that. Right, save the date. Well, the couple of big days we've got coming up, actually.
Yeah, so as we said, 23rd of June now for Ladies' Night, but the 5th of May, of course, is Owners' Night, and we are taking bookings now, reserving tables in the room, and we've had a few of them coming in. Just get in touch with Addington. Emma will take any of those bookings. Ask for Emma when you ring through. And as we say, there's no cost for that, but just reserving a table for groups of owners and encouraging trainers out there to invite their owners along to what is a free night and an enjoyable night amongst like-minded people that race horses.
Yep, a very important race meeting on Friday night at Cambridge. It is the Race by Grins, the second running of the $1 million race that it is now. And I know from Addington's point of view, you guys want to wish them all the very best.
Yeah, look, 100%. The club, especially all the work that's gone on behind the scenes. We know what it takes to run a big race day. David and his team doing a really good job, Harness Racing Waikato, with that. And we want to wish all of the participants all the very best of luck with it, as well as those people that have been lucky enough to secure a sweepstake horse in the sweepstake for the Race by Grins, and someone's going to walk away with 50k.
Yeah, look, good luck to them. Wonderful just to have a chance. I think worst result for you is $2,000 if you happen to finish at the back of the field.
Not much wrong with that.
No, I think it's a very good result for all of those people. Hey, we've got 7 races this week. I liked a couple. Race 3, Coachella number 5. Very good last week. Drawn up again to lead, so should be hard to beat. And I've always been a fan of I Dream of Jeannie. Goes around in race number 6. Should go pretty close to winning that, but we've got a full meeting preview for you. If you want to stick with us, we'll go through them.
Rightio, full meeting preview for Thursday night. Race number 1, Greg, gets underway 5:34. Of course, we've had that non-tote at 4 minutes past 5, the Magnus Penrose Fillies Heat, if anyone wants to be here to see that. But race 1 proper, the first leg of the early quaddie gets underway 5:34. IRT, your horse, our passion, mobile pace, 2600.
Yeah, we're with Louis Maguire in this one, Darren. Of course, it is the Telford Cullen team getting together, and Tim Williams will do the steering. Like the way this one's trialled, and would only need to bring that trial form to race day to be very, very hard to beat. So I'll go for it on top of What a Blaze. John Hay doesn't bring a horse to Addington Raceway unless they're going to be very competitive. It's had 3 runs. It's another one by Sweet Lou. Comes up with a beautiful barrier draw. It'll be in the fight throughout. Adesanya continues to race well and will surely get a maiden eventually. And Eastwood Dreams in the same category. Just keeps going good races for James McDonald. And I reckon if anything happens to the first three that I've mentioned, then it'll capitalise on that for sure. 6, 2, 7, 11 in the first.
Race number 2 is the Lone Star Size Stakes 3-year-old prelude for the Trotters. For the Trotters, 1,980 metres, 6:04.
Yeah, well, if you thought it was a low-grade meeting, have a look at the field we've attracted for this. High Energy Unbeaten, 2-year-old trotting of the year, trotting filly of the year, returns to the racetrack. I thought she might be vulnerable first up when she returned last time, and she bolted in, and she's just a really good racehorse. She should be. She's beautifully bred. She's out of Highgate, multiple Group 1 winner, as we know, and she'll bring what we need to the races for people to get excited, and that's a bit of class, and that's exactly what she's got. So I'll go for her on top, and why wouldn't you? Tectonic's a pretty smart horse, though. 2 very good runs. That last winning performance here at Addington was staggering. Down in grey, and don't forget it beat Bella Button, who then came out and won the Racing Rewards on Saturday night. So Tectonic will have the fitness on its side. High Energy might just have a little bit more class. Fight for Freedom's only had the 1 start, 1 win. Heavily back to win down at the far lap. Duly obliged, and it comes here to Addington Raceway, and it'll be hard to beat again. It would lack the ring craft of the other 2, you would think, but I'll be really interested to see where it's at. And of course, Confessional has been a Group 1 winner here at Addington Raceway back on Grand Prix Day. So, and I haven't even mentioned Sonny's sister, who cleaned up a maiden field for fun here at that last meeting. So, yeah, there's a bit to like here. That was at the Cheviot meeting, of course, about a few of these, and Crown the Moment's got ability, and I know they were talking about a northern campaign for it. So, yeah, looking forward to the second on the program. I'll have them 6, 7, and 3 and 8, but it's going to be some form to come out of that.
Yeah, there's some talent there for sure. Race number 3, Woodland Stud, Supporting Our Future, Mobile Pace, 1980 at 6:34.
Yeah, I think Coachella's overdue a winning turn. Another one by Sweet Lou, the Woodland sire, and she was excellent here last weekend. Pretty brave, and wouldn't need to lift much off that. Life of Art, a kick back on the inside and got the win, but Coachella went good enough, has enough early speed to get herself in the fight, and yeah, I reckon she'll be very, very hard to beat on Thursday night. Brie Express for the Coca-Cola Superstars combo of Steve Dolan and Devon Van Til. Of course, they got that done with Anything Goes. Should be hard to beat from Barrier 3. Another one that should be prominent throughout. I gave Evangelist a chance. It's raced in far better fields than this, and Jason and Ian Thomas doing a good job with their team as per the norm. And I suppose the enigma, Darren, in the race is Sweet Belle. She's been Group 1 place in the as a 3-year-old in the Oaks. She hasn't performed to that level in her last 3 or so starts, although she's only had 1 run back this time in. But she's easily up to a field like this. So I wouldn't be shocked if she went pretty close to winning it. Whatever she does, I'd say she'd improve on. And if you're taking a quarter, you might need to put her in. 5, 3, 9, and 8.
But race number 4 finishes the early quaddie and begins the late quaddie with just a 7-race program. So just take note of that. Race 4 is the Hornby Liquor. Mobile Pace 1980, 7:04, Greg.
Yeah, great to have Wendy Morrison and the Hornby Liquor team. They sponsor on Cup Day as well, associated with this race. It's a good race. I think La Rose is on her way to Menangle, and if she is, she should go close to winning this, I would have thought. She would anyway, because she's a classy mare. So I'll go with her on top of Giselle, who is much, much more potent when you can just give her 1 run at them. Last week she moved around them, and she stuck on pretty well, to be fair. If she gets the right sort of run and just gets 1 crack at them, then you'll know she's in the race. Daredevil, things just didn't go well for it first up. Much, much better performer than that would indicate, and the money really came for him too. So a lot of respect there. And Wild Willow is also from the Mark and Nathan Purden barn. So the latter 2 there have to be respected in this. Steph's Boy's got a good barrier draw over the short course, should put itself in the race too, but I just thought the others I've mentioned might just have a bit much class for Steph's Boy. I know that'll upset the group of owners that I know are involved in this horse, but anyway, 9, 8, 11 and 5 in race number 4.
Race number 5 is the Matt Harrison Construction Mobile Trot 1980 at 7:34.
Yeah, Brian West's been having an incredible time with the likes of No Matter What. Don't Stop Dreaming, who he bred as well, a winner here last week. And Yeah, he should continue that with Paramount Empress. She's class. She should be even stronger this time in. I reckon there's plenty to like about this campaign with her. She's only been lightly tried and they've looked after her. So, yep, I think as a 4-year-old me, you're going to see the absolute best of her. Master Class is fresh up, but he has exactly what his name says, a bit of class. So don't disregard his chances. Spider Moment will love the mobile, and KD Hawk and Silver Linings are the next two. Maybe Silver Linings might get in front of KD Hawk, and that might be the difference between that pair. But I'll go for the class mare, the Muscle Hill mare, Paramount Empress on top.
Race number 6, the Hydroflow Handicap Trot, 2600, 804.
I Dream of Jeannie for me, excellent last time. That was in the Mystic Max race on Saturday night. It'd be a very good form race, I think. She's a really good mare, I Dream of Jeannie. She's done a great job for Sam Smolenski. I think she'll take all sorts of beatings. So I'll go with her. Ahead of the Bloss, who went a usual honest race on Saturday night, stepped first, was in the fight throughout and really stuck on solidly on the inside in that Mystic Max race. This is almost a step back in saying that. Obviously, I Dream of Jeannie's classy enough to go with the free-for-allers. Two Tangata, fourth here and behind Miss Alyssa in the Racing Rewards race on Saturday night. I thought it was a big run. I didn't think it would need to improve much, especially off the front. It's still only lightly tried, but it's definitely getting the hang of it, as you'd expect for one PNN trained runner. And Sue Princess, just when you drop her, she normally comes and bites you on the backside. So I'll best not leave her out of 4, 6, 5, 3, and 7.
Race number 7 is the last on the program, the TK Plastering Mobile Pace 1980 at 834.
Oh, I heard us last week. Franco Cornell looked one of the best bets of the day, looked to be cruising into it at the 700 and just didn't finish it off. The Duns wouldn't put him back in unless they felt that he could bounce back from that, and he has bounced back before, and he's in the right sort of race. What's this, a 35 to 40? If he can't handle these, then I probably shouldn't be tipping him again, to be fair. So I'll go with him on top. Geordie racing really well, always going to be in the mix. Bolzano, I thought was good at Timaru, does have an inside second row draw, but it's got some sort of hope in it, as has King Arthur. Now you can see the reason why I've gone for Franco Cornell, because he's got the best credentials in the race. But it's a very, very open final race on the program. Disappointing numbers-wise, Darren, but off the back of 5 Racing Rewards races and some excellent racing on Saturday night, I suppose it's not surprising, particularly with Methven on Sunday. Does that wrap up the grass tracks? I think it just about be the last one, is it? It normally is.
No, I think there's Geraldine meeting to come still. Might be one more to come, okay. Greg, yeah. Interesting change of stable in that in the last race here. I see Ben Hope's got a horse called Stunning Star by Stunning Cullen, owned by the Redcliffe Rabbitohs Syndicate.
Yeah, well, you might want to look at the divvy there, because if there's money for it and he's lining one up, it may well be worth following. But yeah, as Rabbitohs, he loves the Rabbitohs, no question about that. They bounced back at the weekend, and yeah, I suppose I've got to wait to see what the fixed odds are saying, because that'll be a clear indication for mine anyway.
Yeah. Look, we're going to leave you with the video from Easter Saturday, of course, the Group 2 race, the Coca-Cola Superstars Championship. Devon Van Til, Steve Dolan, anything goes, causing a massive upset. The outsider of the field, a horse with a lot more ability than being an outsider, Greg, and got the perfect run, well handled by Devon, well presented by Steve, and it was great to see them have a real thrill with a group win on Saturday.
Thing goes, he's a sport in Mossdale Bend, Beach Ball, he's 2 clear at the 150, the Falcon gives chase and Anything Goes is firing up the inside. Anything Goes, he bursts through, put paid to Beach Ball, put paid to the Falcon, it's Anything Goes and Devon Van Til for the Superstars. Anything Goes by 2 lengths, beat the Falcon and Beach Ball. 4th across, he's a sport, then Heisenberg from Mossdale Bend, Mighty Louie got you covered, Coravelli Star and One Change.